You have to prop up them and slide it and slide it and
But when you gonna use prop that now?
It's gonna be a long day.
Level.
What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Ghetto Payne and you're watching Building a Jamaican Home series. So in today's video we're gonna try to finish up the decking and we're gonna try to job some steel. Let's see how that go. And for those who is new to the channel, welcome. But before we jump into the build, we just wanna thank you guys for continued supporting the channel. We wanna thank Top Class Bros for bigging us up on his channel, and thank everybody who run from over there. So if you come over here, so big up on yourself. Thank you guys. So most of you already know how the story go. Me and Krisha build out a pocket, so we are trying to save as much as we can save by building this house by ourselves. As you may know, we have to start over about the channel, so we gotta start from scratch, guys. That's really painful to start from scratch, and we did that almost 7,000 subscribers. So we are trying to find those subscribers back, and we are trying to gain new subscribers. So please like up the video, share up the video, and let's get into this build. Alright, so this is where we are right now. I forgot to cut some board and put in these areas straight down the line, because them are deep. As you can see that one here, and if you can see this, you see the red mark, that's one are deep. That's like kind of lucky.
Guys, it's not gonna fit now. You're gonna take it.
Every single one, you go to work then.
You want something? You want a spirulina?
So now I get so much board from me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the rest of them. If I chop up some board.
I need you.
It's not easy.
But you put up this fast though. You used to the sun, you know, come like say your body no thing there. The sun can't phase you at all.
The black African lady.
Which tribe you come from?
Ghana.
Boy. And what's the necessity of a cantilever?
Yeah?
Why you need a cantilever?
You just need excess space up on the house top.
Okay.
The shade, like the windows, so that the sun will shine, penetrate the windows all day.
Okay.
So it's just a shaded area extra. You know, have to put up now, we don't call it awning. You have to
Okay.
put up now awning. Then you have a cantilever. Yeah, that's my take on it.
Okay. As I said, don't count the ducks before them hatch or I exit one. Don't count the egg before them hatch.
What did I say? I don't put an egg in all that.
That too.
back. Oh, come back. Yo. That's the machine. I'm going to get that from something.
Oh my god.
So I'm going to put this grass up now. I'm going to level.
In a problem. Because the middle piece is higher.
Level. Then you have to level. I'm going to put the next crop there so now you can start. So now I put the board under there now.
Good question. I got my guy for something. So I never think about that before. So put up the board first.
I'm putting the steel and put. And I prop up them and slide it and slide it and.
But when you gonna use prop that now?
It's gonna be a long day. Level.
Level? Gee. Why are you sweeping away your nail?
Alex, have a sweep them up.
You sweep it up another rubble.
Excuse me.
Excusez-moi, por favor. I use them long enough because it's fine in other roof that goes up. I'm going to try to overlap. So I'm going to accidentally put it in a one spot and just broke right through.
Okay. Because that would be unfortunate.
Water always just woke up on that side here.
Sorry for me. You wouldn't stop work until you fix back my roof.
Oh, that's sorry for you.
You could have left from up here. You'd have to go lay down up here to block the hole.
Is that a threat?
It's a promise.
How come the second part then is gone? Quite long out too much. Yeah, but no. No, the old is gone.
It's good. Very much. Cannot stand the sun like you.
It's not hot.
Come out the sun. Got jokes, eh?
Dad jokes these days.
What are you going to do?
You're going to there's a new already on the side feet, so it's done. Now use the prop and dry it down a little bit.
But if it's just a cantilever, does it need to be leveled?
You want it to be as level as you can to the bottom where you run from. Second one. Well, we can flash it out guys and peel it out. Left like this or the less mortar I have to use in your flash. Oh, this one, yeah.
Yeah, one glasses in it.
Seriously?
You want the dark one?
No, but the quarter. See if I dark one.
Can I see me again?
Alex? No? The glasses.
Let's go. What? I'm gonna give it to you, but I said, think you would have like.
Check out that nice.
shades in my two sides. See me look like rain are gonna fall too. These concrete nails that I'm driving in the wall will be my support to hold the farm board in place until I can stabilize them. At this point, I would advise that you guys build a scaffolding for this area. Even professionals make mistakes by thinking that they are too skilled for things like these. Right now, I'm being as careful as possible on this ledge. Using boards for scaffolding at this moment won't be suitable for me because I need all the boards I can get for the decking. But as I always say, accident is not something that you plan for. You guys must be wondering where I get the drive from. To tell the truth, I really find pleasure in seeing what I can create. And seeing how appreciative my family and friends are, even you guys in the comments, it really motivates me to keep going. I'm using a string to even out the joists, and then when I'm bracing it, I'll level it off. If you like this kind of content, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel a lot. Alright, now I'm going to put some 45 on them, go down to prop it up because we can't prop it from ground, it's too high. Alright, so this is when we reach now up on the decking. And we just have a side here for probably some hole up like if I come over here, so, because it's deep. I'm going to if me have to cut life 3/4. It doesn't make sense to cut it. Yeah, I'll cut the 45 for them over this one now. And then screw them up. I don't know if I have enough screw. Anything I have enough screw for my nail. And then drop a piece of pipe on top of it. And good like gold. So stay tuned, guys. 1 foot cantilever. I just call it a 1 foot. And can walk on it, see there? Now pop down, now drop off. Alright guys, so what I do now is I mark which part of steel I'm gonna go, so we can just count the amount of steel I'm gonna need. It's about 540 square feet. Mosquito kill me up here. So the decking practically ready. We just have, as me did say, the corner here to finish up, but I'm gonna just start run steel before I finish up the corner there. So now I calculate the amount of steel I have. I have some steel down there waiting. So stay tuned guys. Steel time. But first, before I make a steel cage, 3.5 by 3.5 inches steel cage. And that's gonna be the sleeping beam to run from inside here. So it's gonna run from there, so it's gonna run straight across to over here. So we're gonna make that now. Make some small stirrup and put them up. Okay, so the first thing we want when we're gonna make the sleeping beam now is we 3/8 steel and the tape measure. So get my tape measure, get my 3-inch steel, and we need an angle grinder for cut the steel. So I have my tape measure, so I have by a 3-inch measure. I go over my bedroom to go make a countertop in the kitchen. And I left my tape measure over there. Bexy man, each room now want to sort out some work and can't find it. Yeah, so we get with 3/8 steel, and that I go use make the stirrup, and we are gonna make the stirrup about 3.5 by 3.5 to make a sleeping beam. So we want to cut this now at how much? 17. Cut off a little piece at 17 right here, so. Alright, so the length of them steel come to about 29 feet, and that would be about 340 something, 48 or so, 348 inches. So if I divide that by 17, you can get about 20 and a little piece. So I get about 20 pieces out of it, and a little piece I got left off. Alright, so let's get into bending our stirrups, and we're gonna make a sleeping beam to throw in at the decking. So get the tape measure, inch measure, what do you call this? Inch measure. Measure 17 inches. Now I melt it up and make sure I put it fire. From here so to here, so from the edge to the edge is about 3 inches. So when I bend it and done bend it, it will measure up from end to end with the stirrup. I got be 4. Here so to here so a 5.5. So when you bend it, it will be 6, and from here so to here so end to end guys. Here so to here so a 9. So this give you the 10-inch stirrup. And then what I do is drive some nails out here so from here so to here so is 15, and when you bend it, it gives you 16. So you can make the 16-inch stirrup. So stay tuned guys and see how this make. So we have made the 4-inch. Some people use 3.5. This one make 4, not 3.5. 2-inch. So make sure it's 2-inch from the corner, or 1.5. But usually when you make it too near, it slide off when you bend it. So don't lock it in the corner there, so keep it about 1/8 so you can see the space, because when you bend this, it will touch. See that? And you bend the first 45. You flip it over, you itch it in the corner, make sure it itch right here so. And make sure it will touch this. This was made for a 1/2-inch steel. So, go back again. Don't make it buck. Bend. Until you straighten it up now, you want to see the 90-degree angle. Flip it hook it back in there. Bend. Straighten it back 90 degree. Flip it. Bend. So when you bend it for the last one now, you must make sure it line up over that hook here. So make sure you can see this when you straighten it up, and then you draw it off. This is now hook it. The space here so is wide because this is not a 90 or this is not a 90. One of them is not a 90. So if you catch that back, that's how I catch back when you tie the steels here. Make sure this one is a 90. And then bend the last 45. So when you bend with one section and make it hook up in a corner, this is what's going to happen. To keep bending out your bender. So you have when this all of this bend out, you cut it off, because if you don't cut it off with this, you get a curve instead of a 90, sharp 90, you get a big curve. And it's going to make the steel cage, the stirrup, a little wider than 4. So, and don't use back this corner anymore. So you spin it again, spin it. And you keep going. Don't touch. Bend. 45. Flip over. Hook the 45 in the corner. 90. If it not look like 90, you push back on this to get it 90. And this doesn't look like 90, push back too far, come back a little bit. Make sure you can see the next steel and dry it. And just go and practice, continue till it gets perfect. Sometimes when you just start, it will look wibble wobble and ill and gully. Just continue practicing until you can do it. So I will make about 30 of them right now. So I just cut up everything and just bend everything one time. Alright, I make me look a template for the spacer, so this I'm going to use for space there. Alright, so what we are going to do is push it under the steel. This is for the back steel. Push it under and then come across the steel like this. So it's supposed to have about 5 inches when time you're done. From here to down here to the end. So this is supposed to be 5 inches. So where it stops? Right here. So that's 5 inches. And then you're going to wrap it back under the steel and pull it tight. And you're going to wrap it around it again, and then you're going to go over the top of the stirrup. cut it there, so while you still have the big roll in your hand. And then you go twitch, press down on the steel when you twitch, you pull, twitch, pull. You do that twice and then you can knock down it. You see that? And then you can move on, go down the line. Dig out the concrete here, so, and drop that and tie it on whatever stirrup right there, so up on top of the steel cage. So now the side here finished. I'm going to deal with the side there. And there I wonder how me I go push on the stirrup when time I go lock this stirrup I push on it, I go buck right so I can't go nowhere. So I have to cut this to its destination, move them steel out there, so dry it back, go back down there, so put on the stirrup them and then push it back. Alright, that's the plan. Yeah, I'm just want to say big up to Katie and my mate in the supermarket and the youth and Waltham. They were selling natural juice. Then I lose my channel and Uno make me remember why I do the channel in the first place. So that's why I start about this new channel. The youth see me in the hardware and say, "Wow, go on." Big up, and I tell me say, and me teach him how to lay block and I'm build him house now. Big up yourself, youth. Alright guys, this is the best we can do by bending the steel over this. We go use a hammer and knock it down and then tie it down. Stay tuned guys. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, and after the other, I'm gonna do some work.